Welcome to my channel. I just looked today and I'm up to 300 podcasts on this channel, so I was pretty happy with that. So if you want any other things that you've missed, just go and look in the playlist. There's tons of stuff there. Today I wanted to talk particularly about recharging our aura, particularly at this time in the world, because a lot of us have become depleted after COVID and then the imminent wars and all the fear that's been around and the anxiety that people have about this. So this is what I want to talk about today. So it's very simple. I've done a podcast on it earlier, but this is a little different. You might want to find the other one in the Aura. I think I put it in the Aura playlist. So the first thing we want to do is realise that you can heal yourself, actually. And you can use the colours. What you do is, I usually lie down because I find for me that's more comfortable, but you can sit up. And when you lie down, then you think of your hands as being the channels for the colour. When I was first learning and I was having trouble with it, I used to pretend it was paint going into my head, like red paint, and running down my hands. And that helped me with the visual. But you can do it how you like. So the first place you do it is you lie and use your two hands. I tend to work a little off the body, but you can put your two hands, one over the other on the chakra where it is. So the first one you'll do is the base, and that's red. So think of red coming in, going down your hands and filling up the chakra. And just stay there until you feel it's filled. While you're there, you can add white light or red, more red if you feel you need to stay longer. You can also add gold and silver. Once you feel it's time to move on, go to the sacral, which is just underneath your belly button. And that one is orange, and do the same thing, sending the orange through, waiting, and then adding your extra colours, particularly the white and the gold and the silver, and add those as well. I always use the navel because I believe it's an actual chakra, and I think it's between the orange and the yellow of the solar plexus, so it's like an orangey yellow colour. And put your hands there and put in the orange yellow in that place and just wait. Sometimes when you're doing it, you can feel it actually happening, and your intention is to stay there until you fill up that chakra completely. When you're doing it, you must realise also that you're going through to the back. So when we did the root goes straight down toward our feet, but the sacral has the back sacral, as does the navel. So when you're doing it, think of running it through the back. So I run it through the front of the chakra and I run it through the back. You don't actually have to put your hand there because it's actually quite awkward to do the back chakras. It's uncomfortable and just hard to do, really. So think that way. So when you're doing it, you're going to the front and then you're going to the back. So now we've done the navel, we've done the sacral. Now we go to the solar plexus, which is just where your stomach is, just underneath your rib cage. And we're running in yellow there, strong yellow light. A lot of people find that the yellow is very powerful too. This is your emotional place and also a very power place for you, personal power. And also some happiness, I think, too. Fill that up with the yellow and then move on to the heart. The heart is green in the chakra list. I always put pink there too, but that's just my preference, and I think that pink goes with the heart a lot. So start by channeling in the green. It's like a really beautiful green. If you've ever been able to see the chakras, or you can see the aura, I've seen the green, and it's the most beautiful green. It's like luminous green. Sometimes you'll get a flash of it. So fill that up. But then I usually do the pink, but that's just my personal preference. I fill it up with pink because pink to me is love, and it's good for the heart chakra, that we're full of love, and my other colours, the gold, the silver. The next one to go to is the throat chakra, which is blue. If you're having trouble doing your colours, I always think it's a good idea to think of something like the ocean or the sky that'll actually help you get focused. So you'd use a red rose, maybe an orange, the sun, the yellow, and the green would be maybe the trees, little trees, and then the throat would be maybe the sea or the sky, as we've just said, and fill it up. And then your extra colours that you want there. The blue's very important. The third eye is like indigo, so that's a purple colour. So fill that up with lots of purple and going through the back, as we've just said previously, and then the gold and the silver feel those, and white light if you want. And then the top one is white light. They say it's like a violet white light. You can do like a violet white, or you can just do white. I always put gold and silver in there too. And that one's running right through, so it's going right through the chakras. When you do this, you're filling up the chakra on both sides, like the front and the back of you, to as much as you can. And that will balance you too, because then you'll be, depletion that you had will be gone. If you want to and you're able to, you can ask with kinesiology before you start your little personal healing, asking, do I have enough orange, green, and go through, and that helps you maybe focus more on the ones that you're missing. You can also ask with your pendulum, how much blue have I got, how much green have I got, and do it in that way. It's very powerful, because basically you're feeding, it's like giving your aura vitamin, a colour vitamin tablet, isn't it? And you're feeding that into yourself, because the vibration of the colour affects the vibration of the little chakra that you're working on. And when we don't have enough of that colour in it, it affects it completely. For example, people who have trouble with their throat will not have a lot of blue in the actual chakra. There won't be a lot of blue light. So anywhere you having a problem, anywhere where you have any sort of illness or you have problems with things in your life, then make sure you run that light that way. It's a very powerful healing to do for yourself. You can also send it to other people, so you can just do a healing where you put your hands out, you see the person in front of you, and you send them the red, the orange, yellow, the green, pink, the blue, the indigo, and the white light, and you just send it to them. They'll do with it what they want, but it helps people to replenish their aura, because when we come in as little children, I think we're pretty full of all these colours. That's why we shine so brightly. And then as we get older, I think there's some depletion, until we're not carrying a lot of light. Because the light is also white light, which is the different colours of the white light, has all the different colours in it as well. I think you'll find that if you just keep doing it, you might actually feel much better after you've done it. Like I did it this morning, and then afterwards I felt like more energised. And I'll go back and check. And then when you go back and check, you can ask with your various modalities, or where you sense it's maybe depleted. And then you can just do that chakra if you just want to do a quick one, or keep just sending blue light to the front of your throat and the back of your throat. That's your neck, back of your neck. Just send it that way. Just keep sending the blue, the blue, the blue. Some people also do the water. They have like a red glass and fill it up, and it picks up the colour. Some people put the scarf around their throat. Some people have got special lights and they just line the blue light or the red light. You can do that as well. Particularly now we've got those little oil things which change colour. So you can have it one colour and switch the light off and just be in blue light. You'll know where it is because you know your body actually. And now you need to just keep replenishing. So that's what I want to do today. So have fun with that. I think you should do it initially probably 2-3 times a week, and then just keep checking until you feel that you've got more of those colours in you. I actually felt quite different after I did it today, and so I think you will too. And also it gives us balance in the body. It's not as good to have too much red and not enough blue, for example. I think some of these colours, we can have a predominance of them, and they're not as good as having the balance of them. Off you go, have fun, do your colour charging, and I think it will help your aura, and do it for other people as well. If you know someone's got a bad throat, send them blue light. You can just send it straight to the chakra. If you know someone's having trouble with their stomach, send them yellow light for their solar plexus. If they've got a headache, send them indigo for the third eye in the back, and also white light for the top. And always find that headache is often at the back of the neck. So you'd send them, because that's the back of the throat chakra, so you would send them a lot of blue light. Okay, wishing you well for the week, and you're going to be very colourful. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.